Welcome to the Triangle.
You're about to listen to the opinions of three assholes.
Yeah. All right, so
In the news.
in the news. Well, you know, we got this other. I guess Ukraine's fallen completely off the map. Nobody gives a shit about them now. They're like a fucking washed up actress. Like Ukraine, who gives a shit? Yeah. All right, so you got the Israel, Hamas, Palestine, all that nonsense. And as I understand it, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but as I understand it, it sounded like it was either Hamas or Palestine, or Hamas is in Palestine, or Hamasistine,
Hamas
whatever the
is
fuck
the
it is.
Leader,
They're the terrorist part of Palestine, right?
They're the political government of Palestine.
So Palestine's the country, and Hamas is like the warlords that run Palestine.
Right.
It's not really a country, I don't think.
It's not a country. It's the West. It's the Gaza
State.
Strip. I was about to say the West Bank.
Whatever
it's a
it is.
different place.
So as I understand it, they kind of bitch slapped Israel with that whole sneak attack. It was like a sucker punch, right?
Right.
That's the vibe I got. And then Israel's kind of like you don't walk up to a great big fucking dude and just sucker punch him in the face unless you want to get your ass kicked.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Handed to you on a plate, cheeks split all the way open.
Well, they did it on purpose.
Well, but to me, I'm kind of like, all right, motherfucker, that's it. It's game on. And then now there's a ceasefire. I'm like, wait a minute, because to me, I think of a ceasefire. I think the ceasefire is when the fighting stops because your enemy is murdered to death.
When everybody in Hamas no longer exists.
Right. To me, that's a
ceasefire.
ceasefire.
Yeah.
But as I understand it, the ceasefire was to let the civilians out, which is really not fair to the civilians. But at the same time, it's kind of like...
It was also to negotiate the hostage.
Yeah.
Hostage.
But it's kind of like, don't they
return.
have like snipers and fucking... what's the special ops group in Israel?
IDF?
The Mossad. Like the assassins, like Israel's CIA. Don't they have those guys that could go in and like fucking sniper out these guys in the dark and take back the hostages?
When you're hiding in tunnels, it's a little difficult.
Yeah. I think Wonder Woman was one of those.
Was she?
Gal Gadot?
She isn't Jewish, though, I don't think.
Yeah, she's Israeli.
Was she?
Yeah. I think she was...
Wait, Linda
special-
Carter? Oh, you're talking about the newer Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot. Or Godot, or however you say
Gadot.
it. Fucking
Gadot sounds,
hot one.
Gadot sounds hot.
Yeah, she was a
I wanna
special
see,
forces.
I want to see Gal Gadot hot. Is that... I'm sorry.
Easy now.
Is that bad? Come on. I mean, if she's hot. I was thinking he was talking about Linda Carter. I'm like,
Which
there's
is
no way she's
also
Jewish.
hot.
She
in
was
her
also
day.
hot.
Yeah. in her
She
day.
still looks good, dude. She's
Yeah,
like
she does.
70 something.
Yeah, but I digress.
But anyway, but the whole point of the ceasefire, I'm kind of like, I kind of feel like that's walking up to somebody, bitch slapping them right in the face, and then this fight starts. You're getting your ass kicked, and suddenly somebody's like, all right, break it up. It's like, I'm finishing this
I
shit.
think a couple of days after they hit it, they said, mark the time. At that point, they wanted a ceasefire.
Yeah.
Meaning they knew they fucked up when they...
No, they didn't fuck up. Here's what you got to put in.
Well, I'm saying
perspective.
I'm talking Hamas and those guys
Hamas
who started the
didn't
shit.
fuck up. They
Okay.
did this on purpose.
Okay.
This is a purposeful, exactly the way they wanted it to happen. They did this with the intention of ruining the peace bargains between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Iran...
Why?
Because Iran's their ultimate purpose on this planet is the destruction of Israel.
Okay.
All right.
It's their land.
And Iran runs Hamas.
Some would beg to differ.
And Hamas runs Gaza. So basically, Hamas is Iran by proxy, and Gaza just constantly lobbing rockets over.
Kind of like how the mafia runs a lot of businesses in certain parts of the country. Okay.
Exactly.
Now I understand.
So what they wanted to do is, number one, they wanted to kill Jews. That's they came in, they raped, they burned, they put babies in microwaves.
Wait, so that sounds more like Adolf Hitler more than Donald Trump sounds like Adolf Hitler.
A little
right?
bit, yeah. Just a
Sounds
hair.
way more accurate to me. Totally sounds more accurate.
Seeing as how Donald
I never
Trump,
killed 6 million Jews.
No,
Sorry.
and he also put the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, which was one of the most pro-Israel things America's ever done.
Right. It's huge.
It's huge. But so anyway, Hamas did this on purpose. They went.
So
in,
they were just being dicks, basically, is what you're saying.
They started a war because they
So
know
yes,
they own leftist media. Hate Israel because Israel is a West philosophy country, a democratic Western philosophy, or what the leftists or communists or socialists call a colonization country.
Let's just call them communists.
So they hate us. They hate Israel. They link us together. So
the leftists.
Okay. And the best part about all this is when you see like the queers for the Hamas, like they're holding signs of queers for LBGs, LBGs.
Yay!
Like, they would kill you.
Yeah.
They would chop
Yeah,
your
they
fucking
don't
head
like
off.
you, and they have no allegiance to you. You will be the first to be murdered.
You're called a useful idiot. And anyway, so all this was done on purpose. It was to get Israel to come in and bomb the fuck out of Palestine. Or, excuse me,
okay,
Gaza.
so basically
Gaza
they were
Strip.
being bitches. They were being provocative bitches is what they were doing.
And then, so now the rest of the world looks at Israel and goes, oh, you're being brutal. You're killing civilians. Look how bad Israel is.
War is hell.
The
Y'all heard that,
anti-Semitism in this country has just gone through the roof. You see these kids on college campuses.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I'm like, holy shit, you are. I always equated the leftists with Nazis. I always did. Like Antifa, anti-fascist bullshit. They're the most fascist fucking people.
It's called projection.
And now they're saying the quiet part out loud. They fucking hate Jews. You know, they are fascists. They're anti-Semitic fascists, and all the left actors that are coming out.
Well, it's almost like people think you can only be a fascist if you're super right wing. It's like, well, no, I mean, you can be a super left wing.
That's what Nazis were. They were fucking. Well, they called them right wing. They're not right wing. They were nationalist socialists.
Yeah,
They're fucking
socialism is a left thing. See, I guess the leftists don't understand math. But.
Anyway, so basically, Hamas got exactly what they wanted, and now they have a ceasefire so they can all fucking flee and hide. You know,
well, may the Mossad snipers and assassins find them and
I hope so.
Do justice.
And the unfortunate part is, for everyone killed,
especially the civilians,
there's a civilian
and that's unfortunate because they didn't ask for any of this bullshit.
No,
probably
they did. Well, 57% of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip voted for Hamas, so they're not completely innocent. Now the children, they're innocent. You know, but,
they definitely didn't want it. It's like, look, just because y'all fucked me into existence doesn't mean I wanted to be a part of this fucking nonsense.
Right.
Which is basically what it is.
It's just awful. It's awful, and people are dying, and it sucks, and I can't.
And it's war. As long as we're not paying for it, let somebody else pay for it.
It's 2023 too. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're apes. We're the apes at the beginning of Space Odyssey, beating each other with fucking sticks.
All right. So what's the monolith? It's a great big black something. It's not a. Wouldn't that be crazy if that was like if 2001 started over? It was
a
like
big black shape.
Yeah, we turned into like apes again.
Eyes of fire.
And there wasn't like a great big black monolith. It was just a great big huge black cock, and we're all like, that'd be crazy. Anyway, well, we pray for all the folks that are getting the shit blown out of them, and hope that Israel is triumphant. Because all I could say is,
they're God's people.
Don't fuck with God's people.
Motherfuckers built the pyramids.
Feel free, but you know, when the end of time comes around, guess who's going to go into the lake of fire first?
Yeah.
Just saying. All right. Well, that was pleasant.
All right. Let's call it.
Call it a day. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us.
You're about
Stay in the triangle.
Opinions of three assholes.